Hi everybody, Dina here. We're going to do some yoga and just a little tip. I'm going to try and give you tips every time, nutrition and just regular tips through yoga and all kinds of other stuff that I have in my bag of tricks. So today we're just going to do a nice sequence of down dog with a plank pose just to work on the upper body strength. And I know us ladies, we need that, especially that upper body strength, the arms and the core. So this will really help that to stabilize it and to increase it so you're stronger and you can do more with your yoga practice or anything else that you're doing athletically outside or in the house or whatever may have you. Okay, so this is a great 10-minute practice where you can just get up, charge up, and get the body moving. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to jump 20 times. Okay, so jumping is really, really good for your lymphatic system. So if you have a mini trampoline, that is really great to jump on a trampoline for 10 minutes, or even just jumping in place. So I usually get up in the morning, jump 20 times, and that really gets things starting to flow better. It gives me energy. It's like a cup of coffee, right? It just gets the morning started. So I'm going to stand up and we're going to jump 20 times. You ready? We're going to jump. 1, 2. Nice. Just reach up, nice deep breath in, forward fold, and just really feel the back of the legs, the spine, and bring it back up. Inhale. We're going to grab one wrist and bring it over to one side and just feel the stretch in the side body. Don't go too far, but keep your core nice and hold in, nice and strong. And then bring it up and bring it over to the other side. So you want to lengthen the arm and just go into a space that works for you. Don't have to go into anything that's very deep. Just go into where you feel that stretch connection. And bring it back. Good. So you're going to turn on your mat and you're going to do a downward dog. If you're not comfortable with downward dog yet, the more you practice it, the stronger you're going to get with it. I know it's hard on the wrists sometimes, but just keep practicing because it will get easier. Your wrists do get stronger. So as you go into downward dog, you want to make sure your fingers are stretched out and you're on your toes. And you want to make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. So make sure your posture is good so you don't get hurt. And you bring it up to downward dog. So that's upside down V. You're going to get your position right, and you're just going to press your chest down and your hips back, chin to the chest. Just feel that lengthening. If you can't hold it, just bring the knees down and come into child's pose. When you're ready, come back up. Get your position comfortable. You really just want to feel that blood flow to the head. And then I want you to come into plank. And so feel your plank. As you move from one position to the other, you should be perfectly aligned so those wrists are right under the shoulders, right? Hold your core in, bring those legs in nice and tight, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your triceps and your shoulders, and bring it back to downward dog. Again, if you get tired, child's pose is the way to go. So now we're going to go back into our plank pose, and we're going to just see what we can do from here. If you have to put your knees down, no problem. Put your knees down and just feel a nice slight push-up. Lift the knees up, go back into plank, and back into your downward dog. So downward dog is actually a resting period right now. So you're going to do your hard part as you go into your plank, go into a push-up, back up, and downward dog is your rest. So take a couple of breaths. Go back into your plank and see if you can do a tiny push-up. And so this is a nice practice with this getting stronger. If you're really strong and you can handle this, what I'd like you to do is go into your push-up as far as you can and then go into your upward dog. And then you go right into your downward dog for that rest, maybe 2 or 3 breaths. And then you're going to go back into your plank, into your push-up, and right into your upward dog. If this is too difficult, bring your knees down, flip your toes down, and come into this space here. It's a little bit easier. And then curl your toes Lift your knees and bring it back into downward dog. And you could do this as many times as you like. But we're going to take it right into child's pose and give it a rest. We're going to bring our hands behind our back, clasp them, and we're going to come up on your forehead onto the head and lift up. So lift your arms, lift your hips, and then bring it down. Bring your hands, arms by your side. Nice deep breath. And bring it up. Nice job. Very good. Be proud of yourself. Anything you're putting into it is great. You don't have to have a big, long practice. Like I said, 5-10 minutes, a little bit of jumping, a little bit of strengthening, and you're on your way. So now we're just going to sit nice and still. We're going to take a breath. If your heart rate is up, you just take some nice slow breaths until the heart rate is where you want it to be. And relax the shoulders and the hips and legs and arms. Find your inner smile. Tap into how you feel right now. Notice the changes that you've made just over 5 or 10 minutes. And I always like to go into that nice stretch that you bring your hands over your knees, pull your tummy towards your spine, chin to the chest, and stretch the spine out, the shoulders. Inhale it forward. Exhale it back. We call these seated cat and cow. Inhale forward. And exhale it back. You're doing great. Now we're just going to do just a few circles. While your body is warm, we're going to open up those hips a little bit. Nice, gentle circles, and these feel really nice on the hips and lower back. Do as many as you like, 3 or 4. And then switch the direction. Nice. And we're just going to come forward and kind of creep our hands forward, coming into a space that works for your hips. Drop your head into it. Once you find where you're comfortable and you're reaching a nice stretch, drop your head down and just sit with it for a moment. Give your body the opportunity and time to find that stretch. And the longer you can hold it, the better. That way the body can increase the stretch capacity as you move forward in your practice. And bring it up nice and easy. And we're just going to sit for a moment for meditation. Remember, meditation is nothing big or, guru or anything that you have to go into the Zen place. It's nothing like that at all. I have so many of my students saying, I can't do it. I can't do meditation. My mind's too full of thoughts. Well, you can, because it's a practice, but you're just going to sit just maybe for a minute or 2 minutes. If a thought comes in, it's okay. It'll go away in a moment. You just think about it and you just let it go. And you come back to your breath. Notice the breath moving in through the nose and then exhaling it out. So there's a cool sensation as you breathe in, a warm sensation through the nose as you exhale. And so if you can focus on that, it will take you away from your thoughts and you'll be able to go into a deeper meditation and hold it a little bit longer each time you practice. Now, saying that, sometimes you can have a meditation that is really great and you're like, oh man, that was a freaking great meditation. And then you'll have 2 days later, you'll have a shitty meditation, where it just didn't work. And that's fine too. I have meditations where, I quit halfway through and I'm like, it's just not a good day for this right now. I'm going to try and take it up a little bit later. So don't be hard on yourself. Be easy and just try it. You're awesome. Thank you for joining me. Keep coming along to my practice for you, and I hope that it'll strengthen you in your yoga practice and just your daily journey. Hands together, with love. Namaste. Bye. See you next time.